Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's about 9:30 here in London. We just finished our wonderful micro full blue moon meditation. It was actually wonderful. Somehow after I just sort of feel calm, as you can tell, I feel calm. I want to sort of dance and move, but it's calm. And I just heard that Sean Connery passed away. So we give respect to his memory and to all those who have gone and to all those who are journeying to go. We give respect and reverence and gratitude to the memory and to contribution you've made here on earth. And everyone knows Sean Connery from the Bond films. Quite auspicious that I hear the news after this double full moon. So how have you been? As promised, I've sent healing to those who've asked for healing. It has been an auspicious time for many people. How have you been accepting yourself in this situation? So this full moon is about accepting yourself. I accept myself. So accepting yourself is a decision you make with yourself, to yourself and for yourself. How are you accepting yourself? Acceptance and accepting yourself is a decision you make to yourself, with yourself and for yourself. Have you done so this full moon? And the full moon is also about the celebration of your life. The celebration, your soul magnificence. Did you anchor in a soul magnificence? What are you feeling that you need to celebrate or you should celebrate? And what is magnificent about you? And with a full moon, we always have extremes of emotion, extreme pain, extreme love, extreme joy. What is it that you are working through right now that you have to create a state within your mind where you feel magnificent? I'm told we're going into a lockdown. I'm not very impressed with this lockdown. I'm meant to be going to Turkey to celebrate 11/11/11. So I'm going there for a few days. So I'm praying that we are able to go and it's okay. So I wanted to say, we need to get out of the trap of our destiny. We need to get out of any trap. And yet, it's almost like we're all being blindfolded and we're all being trapped one way or another, like there's no free will. So I ask, the elections are happening in America. President Obama is phoning people to vote. So things that have never been done are being done. New ways of living and new ways of being. What is your new way of living? What is your new way of being? What have you been doing in this lockdown? How have you been dealing with things? Did you have an argument? Did you have a disagreement? Did something happen that irritated you? Did something trigger in you? And then in that trigger, did you respond or were you able to control it? And I think that's what's wonderful about this full moon. How it challenges you and how you have spiritual tests and social tests and emotional tests and karmic tests. So welcome. Welcome to another evening here in London. Welcome to another day wherever you are. A day where you invite in something wonderful for yourself and celebrate the wonderfulness of you. Just think of one wonderful thing about you and just celebrate it. We're complaining. Let's stop complaining and just celebrate you. Celebrate your creativity. Celebrate your beauty. Celebrate your physical body. Celebrate you. Celebrate having ice cream. Celebrate feeding your mother. Celebrate going for a massage or having manicure and pedicure. Celebrate you and celebrate with other people as best as you can. And take time to visit one another. And if you can't visit one another, take time to do or phone someone. This week, someone I hadn't seen for a few years, for a long time, since Patrick died, and couldn't come and see me because he died, turned up in my flat yesterday, to visit me. Said, "Oh, Toks, I haven't visited you. I just couldn't deal with it." And I just smiled. So what was the surprise with this full moon? What was the healing that was necessary for you with this full moon? And how are you accepting yourself and your physical body? Have you binged so much? Have you taken on an addiction to food? And in the process of binging and overfeeding or whatever, you're avoiding your emotion? You're avoiding the truth? You're in denial? You're trying to forget the truth? So what's your habits with this full moon? Are they empowering you? Or are they disempowering you? And do they really work for you? So what did you do with coronavirus and with the lockdown? And we came out of the lockdown. What was the value of that lockdown? What did you learn? So I think most of us learned the importance of social interaction. Most of us learned the value of the freedom of moving from one place to the other. Most of us learned that slavery happens in various ways. Our social movement was cut. It was like living in prison. And Nelson Mandela was in prison for years, and he came out with a smile. And we are here, and we're told we're going to another lockdown. And we can't cope, and we get angry. Just imagine all those people imprisoned for crimes they did not commit. And we are human beings living on earth. We're free, and yet we're being controlled, and our movements are being restricted by authority because we have to obey the law. And I wonder, whose law is this? Who is this serving? Because you see, the more we have lockdown, the more only people who are rich survive, the rich survive, and the poor get poorer. So what really is this full moon revealing? What is the truth of this situation? What are we feeding, and who are we feeding? So are we pretending that we're going like this, this is this? But what's behind that gesture? The front. The full moon is a good time to look at the truths. What is true and what isn't true? The full moon is a good time to anchor and celebrate the essence of you. And also find the truth in you and for you. So as I said, accepting yourself is a decision you make with yourself, to yourself and for yourself. How are you accepting yourself? How are you celebrating and blossoming in your life? What one thing could you say today on this auspicious full moon? A blue moon, where we had 2 full moons in the month of October. 2. Now that's rare. And that's what is rare about you that's wonderful? What is wonderful about you? What is rare? What is rare that you've experienced in the month of October? Reflect. And what is wonderful? And who has served you the most? Which person you didn't expect loved you the most, served you the most, looked after you the most? And did you appreciate them? Did you say thank you? Perhaps you could, buy them some flowers. Take them out to lunch. Or do something to say thank you. Because sometimes we're so busy taking people for granted, we forget to thank them, to honor them for the simple things. Because they've been doing it all the time. So this full moon is about recognizing your soul magnificence. And you recognize your soul magnificence when you give yourself permission to accept yourself. And you give yourself permission to look at your limiting beliefs, your doubts and your fears, Release them and allow the light of the brilliance of you to shine through. Aho. So everyone who sent requests for healing, healing was sent to you. Have a good day. Have a great full moon. Have you been out to look at it? Well, in London it's been raining. You can't see it. On my side anyway. So it's another day of love and joy. And what are you celebrating? In November, we have the 11-11-11, which is an online event for Love, Peace and Harmony Festival that's being held around the world. Feel free to join it. It's free. I shared the link on my Facebook page below. So click on the link below in my timeline and attend it and take time out. It's 9 hours of love, peace and harmony. Come with your talent. Come with your singing voice as we do it all live on Zoom and participate in creating love, peace and harmony globally. We all need it. We all need it. Let's link up and let's create love, peace and harmony for the whole world and humanity. I look forward to seeing you online on the 11th of November 2020. 11/11/2020. I'm hoping to be in Turkey to celebrate with my friends in Turkey. So I wish you well. Have a great day. And remember your brilliance, your magnificence, and that you are worthy of love, of joy, and harmony and peace. Aho. Bye. Nice to see you. Bye.